5K is like almost minimum wage in Switzerland.
It is minimum wage. Most of the people who work, they're not having fun at work. Like they just do it because it's a chore and you kind of have to get through it.
Everybody else like $40,000 a month. Insane, man.
It was in May and I made 42K in that month and it was absolutely insane. Like I couldn't believe my eyes.
That's gangster. Seriously. Alrighty, guys. So we have a very special guest today. We have Kelvin over here with probably one of the most fantastic channels that we've had in a very long time, simply because he paved an entire new path for YouTube. And now everyone's been honestly copying off of him and mimicking him because he's done such a phenomenal job. So we're going to talk about everything today in this interview. This is the first of many real life interviews. What we're actually doing here, I wish I could show the background. Maybe I'll show you some B-roll. But we're actually in Greece right now at a mastermind with the other students. And the whole point of this is to bring everyone together to speak about business and YouTube and scaling and automating and really what are the next steps. So for today's purpose, we got Kelvin on. Welcome, Kelvin.
Hey, man.
Awesome. So
Good to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm going to ask basically some questions for Kelvin and see, what his journey's really been like and get some insight because honestly, he's done a phenomenal job. So first things first, man, let's start with the aching question. What's the biggest month you've had with YouTube?
It was in May and I made 42K in that month and it was absolutely insane. Like I couldn't believe my eyes when I just saw like $1,000 days, like, or even over $1,000 days flowing in. And it was like, holy shit, like I made it in a way. Like,
I mean, $1,000 days, people are making $1,000 to $3,000 a month and you were like seeing day after day after day come in. Insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I couldn't believe it. In my old job, I made 5K in a month. It was basically, a year worth salary for the in 1 month. So
from working a year, 9 to 5, doing something you don't like, to making that in 1 month.
Yes.
So what were you doing exactly before YouTube?
I was just working in an admin job, which was beside my studies. I'm a university student still, so it was just something on the side for me. But yeah, now it's like I've quit that like long time ago. But some full focus. It's just YouTube.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you quit your job. How far into YouTube do you think you quit your job?
When I started getting monetized after like December.
Okay.
So I got monetized in October, so December, and then in January I quit my job. I was like, okay, fuck this. Like I don't need it anymore. I should focus my full attention on YouTube and still trying to grow that, trying to scale that.
Yeah. So basically just go all in on YouTube, double down.
Exactly.
I think, was it really like the moment where you had to see like the proof of concept, like just see that first paycheck hit, another paycheck hit, and you're like, this is real.
It's that, yeah. Like really in the beginning when you started this off, especially like me, from my environment where like no one really believes in stuff like that, like the whole online business thing, you need to have like this proof of concept. You need to see that you're making money, that it works. That's when you truly start believing it.
So have you really tried any other businesses outside of YouTube? Was YouTube the first one that you tried?
I started like a day trading thing.
That's well.
Yeah, like that one failed quite badly. Like I just lost a shit ton of money on that. But I've always kind of looked at like different avenues, like how can I do my own business? Like, I did sell at one point like trading cards and such. Just
nice.
Side, but it wasn't like good money or anything. It was just like really like a couple $100 on the side, but that's it. Like it's nothing continuous or
no
business.
Kind of just sustain your life.
Yeah,
a bit.
No way. It was just
almost like a hobby.
Yeah,
ate a little bit.
Exactly.
That makes sense. So then what kind of like brought you to YouTube? Like where was the appeal? When did it all start? You coming to YouTube automation or learning about YouTube and thinking about doing it?
It was just, I've always wanted this lifestyle to be able to work from abroad or like from anywhere where I wanted to. I didn't want to be bound to like some random office space. I don't like having a boss telling me what to do. Like I really don't work well with that. So I've always looked at different avenues which could work. And that's how I randomly stumbled upon YouTube automation because it's just the thing which sold me on it is you can do it besides your job. So like it doesn't need to be your full-time thing. It can be something which you can do alongside like a full-time job. That's why.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah. In the beginning, I didn't believe in it. As I said, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll make like 2-3K a month and that's like a nice side income.
And then it became real.
And now it's a full-time thing because like there's no point for me to take any job. Like despite me having a university degree, like why should I take a different job which is paying me less where I'm working for someone else if I could do this, work for myself and work on something that I'm actually very passionate about. And that's the best thing about it,
Such a crazy selling point too. And we were talking about that earlier, like how insane is it that you could take something like you're passionate about Star Wars.
Yeah.
And in any other reality, there's no such life where you could say, okay, I like Star Wars or Harry Potter or something and make money with that. You can't go sell their merch. You can't sell anything to trademark. You know, there's no way for you to monetize the passion other than YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the only way. And you can make tremendous amounts of money from it too. So yeah, it's really cool. And I also like that you said you're able to do this parallel to your 9 to 5. Many people think, well, I have a 9 to 5. How am I supposed to do this business when I already work a full-time job? I have other responsibilities, but clearly you can make it work, right?
Yeah, definitely.
How much time do you think you were spending like per day to make this thing a reality?
So like at the start, when I was just in the office still like working my 9 to 5, I maybe spent like 2 hours a day, I'd say. Smack. But that's it. Like I didn't spend that much time on it because like the most tedious part about making YouTube videos is the editing, I'd say.
Yeah, fair.
Like that's the thing that takes the most amount of time, and just outsourcing that part alone, it saves you so much time and it lets you just focus on like more important things, which is finding topics, finding like how to create good packaging and skill in the end.
Absolutely, man. I think that's one of the things we also fixed on this mastermind here. A lot of still like you working on the business versus in the business.
Yeah.
And so that was a huge thing for you as well since the beginning, was just taking on too much work that was unnecessary, which actually prevents you from scaling because you need to have that time to for yourself to optimize the channel, like you said, find more topics, build more channels.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So that's good. So then what was it for you? Like, did you have any hesitations when it came to joining or starting?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's like you never know what you're getting into. Like just a quite high fee which you have to pay to join the program.
Yeah.
And you never know, like, is this a scam or something? Like, there's always like these stories which you hear about it. But like, I did my research, I looked you up, and I was like, it looks really legit. You seem credible. There's so many testimonies. Like, even before I joined, there were already like plenty of testimonies which were like, nah, you seem legit. You seem to actually want to help the people. You seem to have like a great community around it. So I was like, sure, I'll take this risk. I will put the money down and get into it. And
so it's done.
1.5 years later, look where I'm at this beautiful villa.
Seriously, man.
I couldn't have ever made a better decision than join this program.
That's fantastic. I'm very proud of you. You work very hard too. It's not like this thing just came handed to you.
No, not at all.
You know, it was a grind.
Yeah, I had like failures, and like my first channel, for anyone who doesn't know, it didn't pick up. It failed, and it was also thanks to like your guys' guidance, where I was like, yeah, let's try this niche out and see where it goes. And yeah, here we are now.
Literally, here we are. That's awesome. Did you ever kind of contemplate anyone else's program? Like, what do you think kind of maybe stood out more or less, I guess, above and beyond what you already mentioned? Like, was there anything that really like pushed you over the edge when it came to making a decision?
I'd say just the personality factor in there. Like, you seemed very like genuine, like someone who actually cared about the individual. It came over like that in the calls, so that's why I was like, nah, let's give it a shot. It was really that. But I didn't look at any other competitors, to be honest.
So just made everything clicked. It made sense, and you just
exactly. But
I know you took a bit of time. You did your due diligence, which again I really appreciate that, and I encourage that to anybody. You know, like there's a lot of people out there that are pushing programs and pushing mentorship of any sort, and it is really a responsibility to weed out the people who are not serious, people who are maybe just taking advantage of others, especially people who are in dire situations and need to have, financial transformation. And they make these big, bold claims and stuff like that. And it's really unfortunate because when people are desperate, they'll just jump in, with all these false promises. So, you have to be very, very careful. And that's why I said, I appreciate that you took the time. I expect everybody before investing in myself to take the time to do due diligence, because I've been around for 4 or 5 years. And if I've ever screwed anyone over, it'll be made very well known on the internet.
Yeah.
You can't hide anything on the internet these days. And so I just tell people like, take some time to research me, do due diligence, and then come back to me if you feel like there's anything that doesn't sit well. But you're going to see me compared to a lot of other people as a night and day.
And that's the thing. Like, how many people are there who do like sell info like you and don't have like any bad reputation on them? Like, it's so rare. So yeah, like that was also just quite an impressive thing.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah. I've really put that into proportion very well. Now, like I spent a lot of time and a lot of effort building up, number one, the program, but also again the reputation of the program, because like how you treat people is the proportion of how much money you're going to make. If you do good by people, you have good intentions, you're going to attract the right people, and you're also going to be able to make an infinite amount of money and help as many people as you possibly can. Because I also will be limited to how many people I can help if I was sitting here and scamming people and taking the money and not delivering because no one's going to want to invest in my program. That'd be like less transformations, right?
Exactly.
And so we just have so many transformations because nobody even thinks twice about it. As soon as they do the research, there's no thinking twice. If it's genuinely something they want to do, they want to have somebody with them, a mentor that can hold their hand and guide them and show them a roadmap, then it just makes sense, So no, that's cool, man. So I want to ask you now, 40K months, insane. What has your life been like now?
So since then, like I basically just been traveling to to fulfill the dream, so to say, where I always wanted to be like this digital nomad kind of like just be at different places and just be able to earn from there.
Yeah.
And YouTube automation just allowed me to do this from now on. Like since May, I've been always in like different countries all over Europe and the world, and it won't be stopping anytime soon. So yeah, you'll just find me all over the place at like beautiful places like this place.
I love that, man. I love that. That's so sick. Yeah, that's the thing is like, even if you had that dream, in what reality could have been where like you would have to work your job in admin, right? Where you could make 5K a month, which is like pretty reasonable income, to be very honest. Also, you live in Switzerland, right? So
that's the thing. Like it's a very high income.
Yeah. So 5K is not a real 5K.
Yeah.
5K is like almost minimum wage in Switzerland.
It is minimum wage. Like all express, like close to it.
So that's the thing is like, 5K is not real because Switzerland is extremely expensive. So there was not really a reality in which you could make minimum wage and go travel, and not just travel because like you can travel to places for cheap per se, but to live and experience things.
That's the thing.
That's
like being able to really live abroad, like for long periods of time without having to go back. So you like still earn money, like most jobs only give you this many amount of like holidays.
Yeah.
Usually it's like 5 weeks a year. Like how many places can you actually visit in 5 weeks?
5 if you're lucky, usually 4. And then it's insane. That's nothing. You have to time out your entire year just to get a small sparing amount of time to yourself. To disconnect from all the work and the slavery.
Yeah. It's so sad. Like if you really think about it, it's just like quite a sad affair. So that's why I always wanted to like find a different way. Like how can you get there? And YouTube got me there in like a very short amount of time. Like it's a bit more than a year.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like where else can you do that?
Yes, that's I agree completely. What do you think of some of the things that like really surprised you about this journey?
Wow. Just this. How much fun I would have, actually. Like, I really enjoy doing it. Because, as we said, like, a lot of the things, especially since it's something I was passionate about, I was writing the scripts myself. Because I was just like, any external hire I had for scripts, they never were good enough. Because I was like, nah, fuck this. This is not good enough. I need to put my own style, my own spin onto it. Because I just wanted to have the best quality thing. Because that's something I'm passionate about. So, it's something that's fun for me, and I'm earning a shit ton of money from it. So that's the thing that is like the best part about it, really.
Yeah, because
it really surprised me because like it's a business in the end, and most of the people who work, they're not having fun at work. Like they just do it because it's a chore, and you kind of have to get through it. And that was like the cool factor about it, that it actually is something that I enjoy doing. I can like also dedicate, like I can plan out my time as I want to. Like I like to sleep in quite late. Like you guys figured that out now. And that's not possible with a normal job. Yeah, you have to get up at like 7.
Yeah, what time did you have to wake up for your job before?
7.
7.
To be there at 8. Yeah, to be there at 8. So, and now I can just do whatever I want and live how I want.
It's almost a little too leisure, eh?
Probably,
yeah. It's a big shift, you know what I mean? Like, there's actually a lot of people that don't realize, like, once you actually don't have to work, like, you work, but it's pros and cons.
Yeah.
You really get to choose how much you work, if you want to work, and the income it's worth that you do, right? And I think there's a crazy convenience and quickly realize when you retire yourself from your job to do this full time, how much time there actually is in a day, and how much there is, like, you almost feel lost at a point. You're waking up later in the night or in the day, going to bed later, like you're almost like finding yourself like not even sure what to do.
Yeah.
But if you like, once you get past that point, like, okay, well, I could actually use this time to be super productive and build this and learn this, and life just like opens up.
Exactly.
You know, it's a very interesting paradox. So like, you think retiring your life is like the best thing. It is in general, and it ends up being that way. But at first you're like, what do I do now? Like,
it is.
I literally have the entire day to do whatever I want. Money's coming in, and then soon you kind of.
You should have seen me at the end of June. I was just sitting there like, what do I do now?
Like 10,000.
Yeah, I had so much money, like, which wasn't available before that. I was like, where should I go?
What I usually
So the entire world is open to me. Like wherever I want to travel to, wherever I want to like stay and live, like I can just go there now.
That's phenomenal. Man.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And I literally cracked over 100K this year, which is insane. So basically, we say average out to like a 6-figure annual income.
Yeah.
And that's just from like 1 year of doing something.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm not even at the top yet. Like there's so much more I can learn.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm very certain that I will be even better off like 1 year later.
1 year later, man.
Yeah.
The thing is, you have the like, now we're going to start our second channel, right?
Exactly.
And the second channel, which you're late to the party, we should have said this before, but let's just say it's okay. You're going to start your second channel now. You're not going to start with the complete lack of knowledge that you had before, the lack of systems, the lack of everything. You're going to start like 200% higher than the average person.
Exactly.
Which means now I also have very high expectations for the next channel, but you found an incredible niche. So I'm very excited about that. But now we get to see like exponential growth, because this usually like this learning curve is very like linear and then exponential. We can start with exponential. I'm confident you have now the capital to invest, the knowledge, the systems, and the drive. And because you've proven that you can do this, is a big one actually. You proved to yourself that you could crack a number that maybe even never thought was imaginable, off of like online money and stuff.
Yeah.
And now that you've done it once, you no longer have this like limiting belief that could withhold you from getting to the maybe 10 times higher, right?
Exactly.
50, 100K.
Exactly.
Possible, right? It's actually such a big part, like the limiting beliefs. Like people, they come into this and they want to make 5K a month because maybe it's around the same price or salary they're making now. But for me to tell them they can make 20, 30, 40K a month, it's like, in what reality could that be possible? It's so like far-fetched, right?
Yeah.
But now that you caught that before.
Exactly. Like that's how it is.
It's norm now.
That's norm.
It's the norm.
Like,
exactly.
Genuinely, I'm upset about a 10K month. I'm actually like quite pissed about it. I want to get more out of it.
Yeah.
If you hit 40 once, if you see $1,000 days every day, you're very disappointed when it drops to like 300 or 400. Like you're just like, why is it now like so low? You just adapt very quickly, to like the new level, and like, no, let's try to get it again. Let's hit this consistently, and then you start to get to work again.
Yeah.
What else is there to do? And for that, I get one of the best guided like lecturers in the world. That's it. Like they're here now, like for 3 days. I've learned so much from it already. So yeah, couldn't have done without you, man.
Thank you, bro.
That is it.
That's gangster. Seriously. Yeah, it's really crazy how like our psyche works, you know? So we set a goalpost, whether it was 5K a month, we reach that goalpost and we kind of like flatten out, we get used to it for a while and it becomes the new norm.
Mm.
Then we set the next goalpost, 10K, we hit that, flattens out, and so on and so forth. So you hit that goalpost at 40K. It means it's natural that again, you go down, it feels like something, it just feels off. It feels so wrong.
Exactly.
Yet to everybody else, like $40,000 a month, it's freaking insane, man. It's like, that's an absurd amount of money to be making online. And here's the thing I actually really love. There's other guys, even guys here do other stuff that like make 50K, 100K a month, but they run like agencies and they have to deal with clients and fulfillment and selling and all these different like micro nuances.
Yeah.
Bro, what's your day look like?
I have nothing like that. Like I send out a few scripts, I review a few things, come up with some topics. That's it. Like I was actually making fun of some of them. I was like, oh, how long, like, you're constantly at it, compared to me, where I'm like, just going to take a nap now at the beach or something.
Yeah, you were napping, you guys are working.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so funny. I love that. I really love that. Yeah. So it's like, it's not really about how much money you're making. I really believe that I got to this point in my life where I'm like, I don't really care how much the money somebody's making, it's how you make your money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're slaving away and you're working 12-hour days and you make 5 times more, that's fantastic. But at what cost? Like, what do you really sacrifice?
Exactly.
When do you get to enjoy that? Do you ever get to enjoy that?
Yeah.
Right. That's the main thing. So I love that, man. So what would you tell someone who is on the edge of starting? Like they really want to, but they either don't believe in themselves, they don't think it's real, or they need a little bit of a push. Like, what would you say to something like that?
You can see where I'm at now. I'm a very normal person. I'm in no way special, I'd say. Like really in nothing. I didn't achieve anything great before this. I just took a leap of faith and trusted in this program and thought, why not try it out? And I stuck to it. I had downturns, but I just kept improving. I kept implementing the advice I got. And slowly, it started to work out. And now 1.5 years later, I've basically fulfilled part of my dream life. And now I can look at imagining a reality where 10K a month is nothing to me. And I feel like it's not enough. And I want far more. And I came in with the mindset, 3K. That would have been good for me back then. And now that would be a horrible month. I would genuinely think like my life would be over something. Like I would have to go back to admin or whatever. So
it's crazy how that works.
yeah,
It's crazy how our minds are, they become so acclimated, and you've almost screwed yourself in a sense that there cannot exist another reality.
exactly.
Where you're making less.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying to anyone who doubts doing this, just take the leap of faith, because you never know what's going to be on the other side. And like not doing it, you will just be stuck in whatever situation you are. Like if you're looking for, like if you find him, you were looking for alternatives, obviously already, right? So why not just give this thing a shot? Because there's so many people like in your community that are succeeding. So why couldn't that be them as well?
Beautifully said, man. Beautifully said. I think really for the most part, if there's one true, honest, genuine testimony in someone's program, if it can happen for one person, it can happen to anybody.
Exactly.
But we have way more than one.
Yeah, no, there's just so many.
There's so many.
That's also the valuable part, because it always depends on your environment as well. Like if you see other people succeeding all the time, you're just get trained into that mindset. You're like, nah, I can also get there.
Yeah.
And it just streamlines you into this. Because like here in this villa in Greece now, I was just around like really high performing people who are like earning far more than I do. And it just like puts me into the mindset, like, how do I get to that level as well? And it's the same if you join this program, because you will be in an environment where people are earning a lot, who are fulfilling their dreams, and it will motivate you to keep going.
Beautifully said, man. I mean, you are who you hang out with, right?
Exactly.
The surroundings really are always a tell of where you're going to be. If you surround yourself around losers, you're going to be a loser.
Yeah.
Genuinely said, and if you surround yourself around winners, which the whole community is winning, it just happens. I think a huge part of everyone's success is just seeing everyone else's success, like you said, being motivated by the people's success. And I also really love the community because everyone's so supportive, man.
Yeah, that's true.
So supportive. There's no one with like envy or like hatred towards each other. We share everything. We share our channels, our wins. We don't hold anything back.
There's literally a video out there where like my whole channel is open. So like there's nothing being held back. Like we try to share as much value as possible. Like people can DM me, ask me questions as well. Like I will try to answer them as fast as possible. So yeah, it's just everyone helps each other.
That's how it should be. It really should be. I don't like these like communities or business models where everyone's like we're competing against each other.
Yeah.
And like you're kind of fighting for the same customer. I really love about YouTube, like there's such a wide audience. There's enough for everybody to go around.
Yeah.
There's no drought of money.
Yeah, exactly.
And YouTube pays so well. So it's like, it really doesn't make sense. But I've been in other communities where, everyone's like, they gatekeep everything. They'll hide everything. They'll like blur out things, whatever. Like nobody does that stuff. And we just want to see each other win. We want to help each other. So I think the community is such a fantastic part for sure.
I agree. Fully.
So what about your parents, man? What do they think?
So they were very on the edge in the beginning.
Yeah.
But now like seeing how much I'm making and like that I'm really enjoying it, just slowly coming towards terms with it, that I will, be living this lifestyle and
probably not do anything with your university degree?
No. Most likely not. Like, or for sure not.
For sure not.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so funny. Because you were doing what in school?
I studied business administration.
Business administration.
I went the very normal path, I'd say, of any like student. Just go to university, get a degree, and then I would have eventually probably ended up in some random job at a insurance bank, whatever.
Was that plan that you kind of mapped out for yourself because it seemed like the most like plausible way to get like a safe, secure, and decent income, or did your parents kind of like guide you in there? Or?
That was mostly my parents. Like I never really enjoyed university. I actually disliked it quite a lot. Like I'm very well known in my friend circle for being the guy who never shows up for lectures and such. So I've always been just looking at like what other ways are there to get out of this 9-to-5 rhythm that everyone's path gets set on.
Yeah. Hence the day trading, hence the other stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
that makes sense, man. Because how much do you think realistically you could have made at peak if you went through business admin, worked up the ladder?
Like it really depends how far I would have pushed myself. Like I think it's a bit hard to tell from today's perspective, but like the entry level jobs give you around 7K. Like right now
we're talking Switzerland, which is not
Yeah, exactly.
I think anywhere else you're looking at 4 or 5K max a month
Yeah,
as an entry level.
like even Germany. So like Switzerland is really like this exotic,
It's an
like
anomaly.
yeah, it really is an anomaly when it comes to wages and salaries.
Yeah.
But even with that, like the thing is, we have high salaries, but we also have
Very expensive.
high expenses. So like 7K there, it's the same as 5K in Germany.
Yeah.
Like you can spend more. It's only if you go abroad that's where you can.
Yeah, you're spending like $12 at Starbucks for a coffee.
Yeah, exactly. It's insane.
Insane.
It's too expensive to live there.
Yeah, if you were making like Swiss money but living somewhere else, that makes sense.
That would be great.
Yeah, entry level job,
Yeah.
5-7K a month, or making that online and working abroad, that would be nice.
How many of these jobs exist? They're very rare. They barely exist, and you'll still have some sort of boss behind you.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the thing.
That's a big point. It's a very good point.
Like, do you really want to work for someone else? Like, I really don't work well. Like, that's like, I hate being told what to do.
I get that. Yeah, I get that. I consider myself always like the world's worst employee.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever held a job for longer than 6 months, a proper job. And that's just, it's not my thing. Like I have other strengths. My strengths is like leadership, and I'm more of a visionary. I like building stuff and like seeing something, just putting it together and making it a reality.
Mm.
And I couldn't do that stuff working under someone else, right? because they tell you what to do and the same thing every day. And there's always a ceiling as well, you know?
That's the thing. Like, if they don't want you to progress, they will just hold you down.
Yeah.
They will not like open it up to you.
Yeah.
Like, it happens more often than you think. Like, even with like bosses, which were nice in the beginning. Like, my brother was exactly that. And then they just get pushed down for like arbitrary reasons. Because,
The corporate drama, eh?
that's the thing.
Yeah. I hear that a lot. No, it's insane. So you'd say basically solid decision overall.
Definitely. Solid is an under exaggeration.
Yeah. I'm really proud of you, man. Honestly, like the perseverance as well, because you've had ups and downs. You know, you've had also like months where you were stuck at the same income.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people would just quit, man. It's crazy. I've seen people like hit 2-3K a month and literally quit because they couldn't push past it instead of just trying to figure out what was wrong.
Yeah.
Because for you, it was just a few small tweaks.
Exactly.
And then it just exploded.
Exactly.
But if you don't test, you'll never know. You give up, you'll never have anything, basically. So we're proud of you, man.
Definitely.
To many more.
For sure.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more interviews like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to join our free school community with over 7,000 members that are actively doing YouTube, we just talked about the emphasis of how great community is. You want to be together when you're doing something. Don't do this alone. If you don't have any friends that do YouTube automation, then you probably want to connect with people that are doing YouTube automation. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next one.